Africa in Frappe. I look actively into business and marketing enablements for the community. In today's session, we have with us the NestorBird team. From their team, we have joining Hitendra, Alka, Sheena, and Aditi. And today, Aditi will be driving the session today. So maybe over to you, Aditi. Maybe you can introduce yourself and your team, and also let us know what you will be discussing today in this webinar.
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Ankita, for inviting us and introducing us. So, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for this exciting webinar on maximizing efficiency with point of sale online and offline for ERP. My name is Aditi Bharadwaj. I am a creative marketing evangelist, and I'll be your host for today's session. I'm excited to guide you through the insightful webinar and look forward to engaging with all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Ankita, as I did, and Frappe team as well for the wonderful opportunity to host the webinar on POS and the open source retail operating system, which is built on the Frappe framework. And it is a pleasure to showcase its capabilities and engage with you all. So before we dive into the webinar, let me briefly introduce NestorBird to you, who we are and what we do. So NestorBird is a silver certified Frappe partner. We have successfully done more than 200 plus implementations globally and in various verticals, including manufacturing, healthcare, pharma, retail, and education. So thanks to everyone who have entrusted us with their digital transformation. Today's webinar, we will dive deep into the complexities of ERP system with a particular focus on the unique benefits and challenges of both offline as well as online point of sale. There will also be a question and answer session after the product demo and at the end of the webinar. So you can just plug in your questions in the chat. Our team will be dealing with your various questions. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed team, beginning with Hitendra, who is our VP of Sales. He brings 20 years of experience and expertise in dealing and helping businesses scale their operations through smart ERP solutions. We also have Alka Bansal, our head of growth and customer success manager, with 15 years of experience and has been an instrumental growth expert in that and telling our customers and helping them to adapt to our system and thrive with their ERP solutions. And finally, we have our key speaker, Sheena Singh, our product manager with 6 years of experience. She will be leading the presentation today. She is the leading light for GETPOS, which is our open source retail operating system. So without further ado, let me hand it over to Sheena to begin the presentation.
Thank you, Aditi, and thank you, Ankita, and thank you everyone for being here. As mentioned, I'll be diving into the specifics of how POS systems can be utilized within ERP to streamline your business operations. So just give me 1 second and I'll start sharing my screen to walk you through a little bit about GetPOS and our agenda for today's webinar. All right. So GetPOS is a cloud-based retail operating system. That what do I mean by that? So that means that at GetPOS, you can perform all your retail-related business operations like order management, inventory management, warehouse management efficiently. So let's go ahead. As Aditi's already explained about NestorBird, we are a silver certified SAP partner and we deal with digital transformation services and we are one of the best in North India. So let me first begin by telling you about the traditional retail setup. So in a traditional retail setup, what happens is you get orders from your different order channels. It can be like a brick and mortar store or online stores from Shopify, Amazon, Flipkart, etc. So ideally in disintegrated retail where all of that information is not unified at one platform, what happens is it gets segregated into different places like SAP B1, CRM for Zoho, and then Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle. So you have to for payments into Sage. So you have to deal with a lot of systems, and you have to deal with a lot of integration that has to happen between these systems. So there is no one single solution that seamlessly manages all these operations. And after the order has been taken, the order is packed and ready for shipping. There are no solutions there are no single solutions that provide us with delivering partner integrations like with FedEx, Blue Dart, or DHL. So that's where GetPOS comes in. GetPOS is a cloud-based retail operating system, and it's backed by ERPNext for its organized retail business owners. So as a retail business owner, my biggest pain point then becomes is to integrate all these orders together and to manage the shipment and delivery of all these orders. So that's where GetPOS helps you streamline your operations. As I said, GetPOS is an integrated offering and backed by ERPNext. So we take use of their accounting, HR, payroll, order management, and warehouse management. And for some retailers that do their own subcontracting or white labeling, we also enable the manufacturing and subcontracting module. So in the next slide, I'll play a small video about GetPOS so that you better understand and align with what I have been talking about. Uh, I'm not sure if we're getting audio on this video. Can you hear this video?
No, Sheena, the audio is not coming.
Just let me check. Just give me 1 second to see why that's not happening.
You need to actually, while you are sharing your screen, you have to tick a box on the audio piece.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me stop sharing and then start sharing again. All right.
There's a tick box at the bottom, so you need to just click on that when you're sharing your screen.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. All right.
Track of key selling items.
So sorry for this technical glitch. Let's continue again.
Welcome to GetPOS, your all-in-one retail management solution designed to tackle the challenges of modern retail business. If you're a retail business owner, this is for you. In the fast-paced world of retail, managing inventory efficiently is crucial. With GetPOS, you get real-time updates on your inventory, ensuring you never miss an opportunity due to stock issues. Keep track of key selling items by quantity and amount, and avoid those last-minute procurement rushes. Our centralized inventory system means you can manage stock levels across all your warehouses from a single platform. If an item isn't available at one store, it can be shipped from another. This helps you maintain balanced stock levels and avoid missing out on sales. Aggregating orders from all your sales channels, whether walk-in, online, or through third-party platforms like Amazon, Shopify, Flipkart is seamless with GetPOS. When all your orders are streamlined into GetPOS, you can initiate a pick list for the warehouse staff, create a delivery note while selecting your preferred shipping provider, making order fulfillment efficient and error-free. And post-sale, GetPOS takes care of your customers. With our hassle-free return, replacement, and refund processes, and an integrated help desk for real-time feedback, you'll build trust and retain customers effectively. Gain valuable insights into your sales volume, track order fulfillment times, and identify best-selling products to optimize your strategy and stay ahead of the competition. But that's not all. GetPOS also includes robust HR, payroll, accounting, and manufacturing modules, making it a comprehensive solution for your retail business. Transform your retail operations with GETPOS. Visit our website at www.getpos.in to learn more and start optimizing your business today. GETPOS, where seamless retail management meets your success.
Thank you everyone for watching this video. So this video summarizes whatever I was explaining before, that GetPOS offers like a seamless solution for all your retail management operations. So we'll begin with the product demo. And before that, I'd like to tell you what the use case is for this demo. So we have taken a supermarket that sells apparels, groceries, and utility items, and has stores in two regions, North and West. So it's your ideal retail management solution and a use case where you have different retail outlets in different regions. And we've taken North and West region. So the flow for this particular demo would be like creating an order from e-commerce, that is Shopify, and then getting back that order in the ERP, and creating a delivery note for that order, and creating a pick list, packing slip for that order with the particular delivery provider. Like I said, for example, Express B or DHL. Then we dive deep into the online and offline features of GetPOS and show you a whole demo of what the POS, a point of sale, is capable of, and then the ERP backend of GetPOS along with it, and how we've modified some of the features for this particular use case. And then at the end, the reporting and a complete dashboard. So let's dive in. Just give me 1 second and let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, Sheena, your screen is easy.
Just a second. So as you can see, that we are at the Shopify for GetPOS, and we've integrated with a dummy razor pay, so I'll be able to create a whole transaction also from here. And let me start. So as you can see, we are purchasing a Nike running shoe. We're selecting the shoe size, the quantity, and buying it now. And here you can add the mobile number and the email, and then the first name, last name, the address, then the city, and then the credit card information. This gets redirected to the Razorpay website, where I'll have to key in the OTP. It's like your standard e-commerce ordering process. So the order is checked out, as you can see. And when I'll go to the backend, so this is the backend, you'll see that the order is created for that particular test user. And here you can see the Shopify order ID, the order that we created, and if there are any shipping charges and the GST. So it seamlessly, the order that we created here on Shopify has flown into the system. And from here, now we'll create a delivery note. So in the delivery note, all these details are mentioned. So we'll keep the delivery note in the draft mode and go ahead and create a packing slip. So ideally, the use of a delivery note is to set and instruct the warehouse team to get the order and give them a actual location of the order, the store, and the bin location from where to pick up the order. So I'll create the packing slip and pick up the open material request. Here you can see I can select the courier partner, Now it's mapped the order. Now I can select the courier partner. So if I select Express B, I can create this packing slip. Just give me one second. So as you can see that this packing slip is created. When I click on the print receipt, you can see that on the packing slip, there's a barcode that's generated, and also an Express P logo is already printed on this particular slip. And to check the sales invoice, we can also go through the sales invoice list, and the same sales invoice will be there in the page status. So for orders that are flowing in from e-commerce channels, you can see that there'll be a specific order ID for that particular invoice, and internal invoice ID will also be generated. You can also see that we have enabled notifications. So when the order was created, the notification would have been sent to the Yelp mail. Just give me one second. Sometimes your mail has some issue, but ideally, whenever an order is created, the minute it's created, the inventory manager, the store manager, all of them are intimated by email. So that was all about the e-commerce integration that we have done with Shopify. Similarly, different e-commerce integrations can be done with Amazon, and we've also done a couple for one of our clients who is in the music industry with Reverb. So based on the use case and the kind of clientele, we can do different e-commerce integrations and make it like a tailored solution that GetPOS fits into for your retail needs. So we'll go in and now dive into the POS product. So to first begin with that, so the POS, as you can see on the screen, looks like this is the landing page of the POS. And let me log out and log in again to show you the different features. Just a second. All right. So I've logged in into this particular store, and before logging in, I was asked like to give the location and the store location as well as the location of the particular grocery supermarket store. So as you can see on the right left hand panel, you see all the item categories and all the prices. As if you see a little closer, this is like the stock of that particular item that's in there for this particular store. On the right hand side, you see the ordering cart, where you have a quick order option for orders that you have to serve quickly, where the customer does not want to give away their information. Then you have the different payment methods: card, credit, and cash. So we'll just go create one quick order with the guest customer. As you can see that these are the detailed cart item. Here I can add an upper and add multiple quantities to it. I'd also like to state that the GetPOS for offline actually works in the tablet and the desktop app, where we are using the database at the place where the POS is located, and syncing the orders when the internet goes off. The orders are synced into that particular server there, and then when we get back the internet connection, they are loaded back into the ERP and flown sequentially. So that's how the offline part of it works. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show it here because then I'll have to get offline to show you, and then I'll be disconnected from this call. So let's go ahead and place this order, and I'll do a cash. And now you can see that there's a change amount screen, and I'll just key in the same amount. So the order, as you can see, is placed successfully. Now, when I go back, the same order would have flown in. As you can see, the guest customer, it's from POS. The payment status is paid and whatever I ordered and all the GST. So we will created the GST also based Indian standard, like 5% for food, 18 for electronics, so on and so forth. So I guess I'm not boring you and you guys are with me. Okay. So let's continue to the more features. So as you can see, I could create an order, a quick order without adding customer details. Now I'll go ahead and create an order after adding a customer detail. Like let's take this customer to show you the facility. So what I can do is, let's say your customer comes to the store and they tell you I have to buy this or buy that, and then they abandon and they leave the POS cashier area, and you have to quickly reset it. So we have this option to reset the order, which will entirely reset the order. Then in case they say I'm just coming back in a quick jiffy, just keep my cart. So I just park this order, and here in the order section, if I go to park, you can see this order is parked. The minute I click it, it will go back to the cart. As you can see that the orders come back to the cart. So these are also a couple of functionalities. Apart from that, we have different promotions that can be applied to a particular customer based on the kind of features they have. We can add a promo code. Right now we have two promo codes, and then we can enter a gift card. So for gift cards, we've actually customized the code in the backend, where a journal voucher entry will also be created for your paid gift cards. So as you can see, these gift cards are created, and this test gift cards, for example, it was created with $100 balance, and now in the journal entry, you can see two types of gift cards. One will be cash, where the cash is paid, and it will be added in your debit, and then gift card revenue will be credited. And for marketing expenses, like if you've just given away gift card just for marketing, then it will be added in your marketing expense head. So that's how the gift card has also been implemented. Similarly, loyalty points for this customer, you can see that there are 121 loyalty points. For loyalty points, we've used the Frappe ideal, the way loyalty points work in Frappe. So we have customer loyalty, as you can see, 100 rupees equal to one loyalty point. For this particular customer, as you can see on the screen, that there are 121 loyalty points. I see all the 121 loyalty points, and the minute I say I want to redeem 10 loyalty points and click on OK, I can redeem 10 loyalty points. And then we also have an option to pay by different payment methods, like cash, credit, and card. So I'll create a transaction where I create an order on credit, because there are some cases in retail when the order has to be created on credit. So when I click credit, since this customer has a credit limit, so the order gets placed. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, as you can see that the order is placed on credit. So the sales invoice status for this particular customer, Abhishek, as you can see, is unpaid. That the order has been placed and the invoice has been created, but the sales invoice status is unpaid because it was on credit. From here in the accounting section, you can see that his credit limit is 1 lakh. So for 1 lakh, I will keep creating orders, and the minute that it crosses 1 lakh, I will give a notification that the credit limit has crossed. So these are some of the features on the POS end. And in the order section, we have a feature for returning the order also. As you can see on the screen, I showed you the park order option. Now in the completed order option, I can also return the order. I can reprint the receipt. I can also email this receipt to the customer in case the customer wants to get the receipt again. So we can do that. So if I want to return an order, I'll just click on it. I'll click on any order, as you can see on this screen. So I can do a whole return, like all the items in the order will be returned. I can do a partial return also, where I just return one of the items that I key in when I say that I have reduced this to 34. And then I do return item. So the return is processing. And as you can see, the 34 items are returned and the amount to be returned is 10,200. When I go back in the backend to show you the sales invoice list, you see that the order has been returned, as you can see. So seamlessly, data is flowing between the GETPOS and the backend right away the minute the transaction is happening. So now you can also see against which invoice the return was placed. So these are some. So GETPOS is the POS is with robust features where you can transact and place returns and promotions and everything. So I showed you almost all the capabilities. You can also edit customer details from here, where if an email is missing, I can right away add the email, and on the back end this email will be embedded with this particular customer. And the mobile number will also be updated. So that was about all the POS features for GETPOS. So we can take some questions for POS, or we can take them at the end. The next section would be about the dashboards that we have created for you as a retail owner. I can walk through that, I guess. So we've used Frappe Insights to create a specific dashboard for this particular use case. As you can see on my screen, it covers all the segments that are important for a retail business owner. For example, how many sales have happened, how many customers are active, how many customers did I onboard in a particular month, what are the top selling items, and where are my orders coming from, what is the order by source, then how many purchases have I made in the purchase segment, how many active suppliers do I have, which are my top suppliers, what is the maximum, like the quantity wise, how much material have I purchased, then warehouse wise, how much is my stock. Like I told you in the beginning, we have catered to north and west, and you can see 4 warehouses where Chandigarh and Delhi are the north warehouses, Goa and Bombay are your west warehouses. And in the accounting system segment, you can see the total income, the incoming and outgoing payments, incoming bills, how many were there per month, and the outgoing bills, the sales invoice and the purchase invoice. And we've also made it customized where you can filter based on the territory. For example, you are the branch head or you are the CEO of the organization, the retail organization that we've talked about. You would definitely want to see which region is performing better than the other region. So here you can do a filter, and you see that when I do north, my data simultaneously gets updated, and all of the numbers are now posting towards the north region. The warehouse is also deleted to warehouses of the west. So you can see how we've used insights to make GETPOS more robust and make your reporting also efficient, which is like very key for a retail business owner to understand what are his top selling items, to order more or to market them more to get better benefits, as well as to understand how many purchases I'm making against how many sales, then what is my stock at the warehouse right now, and then what is my total income. That is the most important, like how much is my income, how much is my expense. So this dashboard caters to all these different use cases for the particular POS user. So end to end, as you can see, like I was telling you, that GETPOS solves all the retail issues. Like we even have stock notifications, auto reorder levels set up. Maybe I can show you those also. That way, I'll show you how items are we have customized. That in the item list, we can enable variants. For example, if it's a coffee, if it's like a standard item, then it doesn't have a variant. If like it's a different like dark roast, then others like light roast coffee. So we can create a variant for this particular coffee also. So we've catered to the item like that, and for each item, some of the items we've triggered auto reorder level. So the minute like the inventory goes down, you can automatically a material request will be created for purchase by using ERPNext auto reorder feature. So I see a couple of hands raised. Maybe we can, Ankita, maybe we can start taking up questions, and maybe you can unmute yourself and ask the question, or you can type them in the chat box. Okay, yeah, I see a couple of questions. Let me read them through. I'm resistant. Okay, no. Need more clarity on the offline syncing. So basically, we've devised a way where I have my orders in the GETPOS, and then these orders, if the internet goes away, it shows on my GETPOS screen that the order is, we are now working in an offline mode. So whenever the orders are created, you'll see a prefix of off, which tells you that this order was created in an offline mode. So when the order is created, it is stored in the local server, local location where you've placed the order. For example, you're in Chandigarh and you have a terminal and you're working on your computer, and all of a sudden the internet goes away. So you first notified that we are working in offline mode. The minute that happens, we have designed the system in a way that it starts syncing whatever transactions you do, so that you don't have to stop making transactions. You just have to keep doing what you do, and our system will take care. The minute I get my internet back again, I'll start syncing these orders to the back end. And how will that happen? So we basically used a technology, a reliable technology, including but not limited to Rabbit MQ, which acts as a message broker, which will send these orders and sync them offline. I hope that answers this question. Okay, thank you. So I'll take the next question. I think Kushika, your question was similar to Tej's question, where things might be a time lag in restoring internet connectivity. All right, thank you. So we've taken two questions. Let me go to the other one. Can we sell items in loose? Like if I have 10 kg pack of cashew and customer only wants half kg. So ideally, yes. So in the back end, when you set the unit of measurement, so you do a unit of measurement kg, and at your store you will have a weighing machine. So the minute you weigh, like if there's a 10 kg pack, usually in supermarkets, what happens? There is no 10 kg pack. There are big jars which contain all your, raw, like rice and loose items. And then you take a packet and you swap whatever you want to swap, and then you weigh it, and then after weighing it, you put a label on it. So we will sync that barcode in the system and scan it. So I also forgot to mention that we have barcode scanning also enabled. So if you have a weighing machine and that prints out label, we can definitely create an order right away from there. And we can get expiry of out of stock alert. So yes, the minute, as you can see this on the screen right now, there's a lot of stock for these items. But if it becomes out of stock, this grays out. So immediately you come to know that the item is out of stock, but we can create stock alerts also. And ideally the item will not be out of stock because we are already putting an auto reorder level. So auto reorder level is like if my stock has reached a minimum threshold, let's say 20, like basmati rice is the threshold is 20. After it reaches 20 in my warehouse, it will create a new purchase request. So your purchase manager will know that Chandigarh we have run out of basmati rice. So it will create a purchase material request, and he can subsequently create a purchase order for it. Okay. So let's take the other question. Uh, is it supported or yes? The demo is on 15 version. I'll show you. As you can see on the settings in the about, we've made a custom app for GetPOS so that it does not interfere with the ERP's basic functionality. So whatever changes we've deployed, they're part of the custom app. But they are working on, as you can see, the latest version of the Frappe framework, and it is scalable. So the minute Frappe releases 16 in October, we'll be ready and we'll be making our system robust for that also. All right. So the next question. Is there a separate setting in GetPOS to enable offline syncing? Also, is this feature? So this is unfortunately a paid feature because our team has worked really hard for this feature. So we'll be rolling out a community our app on Frappe Marketplace really soon. So that will have a basic feature set, and we'll be posting whatever is available in the premium version. And ideally, there will be a setting that enables offline, but that'll be handled on the back end for now. And we are moving towards a solution which is configurable, where you can turn on and off other features also, not only offline. I hope that answers your question. I think that's all the questions we have. You can post more questions. I'll be really happy to answer all of your queries. The price names for the premium, I'll have to jump this question to Hiten if he's available, because he takes care of the sale. But that will also be case to case basis because we are still evolving the prices. So it will depend on how many users you have, and then how many terminals you want, and also the complexity of your use case. So I'll not be able to give you a perfect price range anyways, and if Hiten is available, you can take it up, or you can reach us at our email or call, and we will provide you the best estimates possible. All right, any other questions? Anything you would want me to show that I missed, or something that comes up while using your POS? Number of users, like I said, that in a retail store, if you have 5 terminals or 8 terminals, how many cashiers are there in the retail store? So based on that, the pricing, that's one factor to determine the prices. Not the number of users on the ERP. Can rate of the item be changed of items? Yes. Ideally, we have this feature, but this is a very not a very prevalent use case. So we have done it for one of our clients, Steve Music, where we can do it. And what we do is we change the price, and then the manager has to key in their password to authorize the price change, especially if the price is lower than the MSP or the MRP. So it's there. It's again, we can customize it for you. But so the persons in the warehouses, yes, they are users of the ERPNext, like the backend. So there is no limitation, as we all know, thankfully, to Frappe, that ERPNext is open source and it has unlimited number of users. So the warehouse users are not counted as the users. The users, because there is a transactional issue where I create an instance for each terminal. Those user I have to key in to get the pricing, but the users create an ERPNext, they are like open source, so there is no limit on those. Thank you. Is there any other question?
I think I can see over here Kaushika raising her hand. So maybe you can, Kaushika, you can just go ahead.
I think she typed the question and I've answered it, but if she has another one, she can just unmute herself and ask away. My question has been answered. All right. Thank you, Kaushika. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll
Thank
hand it
you.
over to Aditi.
Okay, that being our last query, we come to the end of this webinar. I would like to congratulate our key speaker, the Frappe team, for creating an environment of learning and innovation. And finally, thank you to all the members of the webinar for being a part of this discussion. For anybody who may be interested in knowing about NestorBird or our services, please connect with us via mail or the phone number that is given on the screen. And now I hand over the mic to Ankita. She wants to say anything.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Sheena, and thank you, the NestorBird team, for organizing and putting up the presentation together for us. It has given a great insight on POS and how we can integrate it with ERPNext. So a quick and thank you all the attendees for joining in the session. So we have shared a quick feedback form with you in the chat box. So it would be really nice if you could share your valuable feedback for us so that we can pass it on to the NestorBird team. And also we would be like those insights would really help us in our future webinars as well. So we are looking forward to your valuable feedback. So thank you once again for joining in, and thank you, the NestorBird team, for putting up this presentation. Hope you have a wonderful day ahead, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you.